I am so proud of myself that I'm sitting here at this time because I had 4 minutes before the stream started and I had like half a bowl of noodles and I hadn't set up my tripod and I was also hadn't made any tea. And I've made like 70% progress in all of those things. So I ate enough noodles. We've consumed a sufficient amount of noodles. I'm gonna fix the tripod over here. So that's as much light as Flood's tank is gonna get today. I'm keeping his main light off. He gets indirect light from the window, but I'm keeping his main light off to keep him a little lower stress until his fins heal up. So if his tail fin looks tattered, rest assured that I am looking into it and treating him to the best of my fish newbie ability. But he's looking better. So let's make sure that we can see him. It's pretty close. Alright, and I think I can hear my tea, so I'll grab that, and I'll grab more water. Alright, there we go. 1, thing 2, thing 3, lights on. Tea readout is incorrect. Let's see here. Tea. We are drinking a pour today. I won't tell you which one because I don't recommend it. It's only okay. It's not cotton candy pink. It's not... Alright, well, maybe it is. I feel like things always look a little darker to me than they do to you, because you guys are continuing to tell me that this teapot is yellow when it is in fact green. So, I do want to make sure that next time that I touch up my hair color, I do it a little closer to purple, because this is going to continue to fade. So next time I do my roots, which is probably going to be after another, like, 4 or 5 weeks, I'm not going to rebleach the rest of my hair again. I'm just going to do my roots, but then, like, color the whole thing to be a little, not as dark as I went last time, but a little darker. Darkmoon Faire stuff? Yeah, Darkmoon Faire's up. Looking forward to new X-Pack. Hello. How are you guys doing? Would have waited an extra minute? Yeah, I kind of made you guys wait when I started. I'll start, and then I'll say hi, and then I immediately leave. It's like, alright, I'm gonna finish doing the things that I probably should have done at some point before 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So, what I'm doing, the reason why I'm out here at the Darkmoon Faire today is also, what does my stream title say? Did I set that up? I didn't. It says Hazel's Friday Western. That's, accurate. Alright. We can leave that. That's fine. Oh, I didn't tweet, though. I promised people I would tweet. Twitter. Yeah, that's fine. How are you guys? The dress is blue. It's obviously green. It's hella green. Thank you. It's yellow with a greenish hue. As someone with a disability, it affects how long I'm able to play. What do you suggest I do to make the most of my time? I suggest that you figure out what your priorities are in WoW, and that should be the things that are fun to you. Like, don't let anybody else tell you, oh, you need to be raiding, you need to be doing PvP, you need this and that thing, you need this much gear. Like, if that doesn't appeal to you, then don't worry about it. But figure out what it is that you want to do, whether it's collecting something, or you want a certain item level, or you want to clear a raid, and then you can do the activities that bring you towards that goal. So if your goal requires you to have gear, then the best thing to do is to be on Argus, making sure that you do your weeklies, like the weekly Invasion Point quest, the weekly Pristine Argonite quest. Those are really important. That'll get you Veiled Argonite gear really quickly, and also there's just good stuff on Argus. If you're more interested in collecting mounts and trying to go for mount collection meta achievements, then you want to be doing like weekly mount runs kind of thing. Just kind of figure out what it is that you want, and then and that'll give you a place to get started. Professional dev interviewer Hazel, oh dear. I don't know about professional. Happy for you. Aw, thanks. I was so nervous. about a variety of things, but I was nervous about recording it. I was nervous about being there. I was nervous about traveling. I was nervous about putting it up. And I put it up, and I go back to, actually no, I scheduled it to go out at 6. I didn't actually get up at that time. It was a scheduled upload, but I wake up and I go through the comments, and I'm so terrified that everybody's going to be like, wow, she looks super uncomfortable. She didn't ask the right questions. How could she be so rude as to do something earlier? But it was like 95% of you guys just being like super proud viewer parents, and then 5% of people talking about Jeremy's feet. So I can live with that. I can do. Why do you always change your hair? Well, I have actually only changed it once, and then I redid it, and it just kind of fades. Having colored hair with the semi-permanent color means that it's going to be fading over time, and I'm going to continue to re-add color. Otherwise, I'll just end up being a very awkward shade of blonde. And it's also fun. So the reason why I'm at the Darkmoon Faire right now is because I want to make these crunchy frogs and like throw them in the pot so I can get some Darkmoon Faire tickets. I'm not going super hard grinding Darkmoon Faire tickets. I burned myself out on in Darkmoon Faire grinding back when I did the rep grind for the Insane. I don't want to do any more of it, but I do want to continue to get some Darkmoon tickets for eventually. Doesn't have to be this month. Doesn't have to be, what are those? That's a lack of pants. Doesn't have to be this month. Doesn't have to be next month. Doesn't have to be next year. But eventually one day I want to get the Darkmoon dirigible, or however you're supposed to pronounce it, like the Zeppelin thingy, the mount. And that's 1,000 tickets. And I'm not gonna grind them out, but I'm also gonna turn in anything that I get. I did the Grizzly Charm thing. Any profession quests that are super easy, like the herring, I'm probably gonna go do like fish up some herring, and that'll give me 3 tickets, I'll probably do that. Will BFA usher in the new golden age of WoW? I think that WoW has a different golden age depending on who you're talking to. And what makes a golden age of WoW for somebody is partially dependent on the game, but also partially dependent on where they are in their life. And I think everybody gets one really good one. So I think it's definitely going to be the golden age of WoW for a lot of people. It may not be, it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna be universally a golden age of WoW any more than Legion was. But yeah. Still getting over the flu, so I didn't bake. Well, I hope that you're feeling better soon. Hi, Kat. You wanna say hi? It's gotten really warm in this room very suddenly, and I'm confused because it's been very, very chilly. I am wearing another layer. I guess I could go put on a t-shirt. Let's see here. Post your message twice and Hazel doesn't see it. I didn't see it. What is it? You want to post it a third time? Your fish is fabulous. Why, thank you. I'm really worried about him. I've never had a fish experience fin rot. It's supposedly usually due to bad water quality, and I don't understand because I've been doing weekly water changes, and I have a water testing kit that tests nitrites and nitrates and ammonia and pH and all of it, and it all comes up fine. So he could have a fungal infection. We're treating it. We're doing daily water changes. It's not getting worse. It looks like it is starting to heal, so he's probably going to be fine. But that was not the thing that I wanted to come back to, because I was only gone for like 2 days, and I didn't know that it could happen. And his tail fin used to be so pretty, and it's still pretty. It'll come back, but my poor buddy. Fishing. That's right. Cat tail. What do you get for the Darkmoon Faire? There's all sorts of stuff that you can get from the Darkmoon Faire. A number of battle pets, some of which are very good. The Darkmoon Zeppelin comes up a lot. The Darkmoon Tonk, also pretty useful. Some of the best mechanical pets in the game are from the Darkmoon Faire. You've also got a monkey. There's some mounts available. There's some transmog available. There are some toys available. Just like a lot of really fun stuff, for sure. Is there a cat? I feel like that's a normal cat posture thing to do. It's actually a greeting thing from what I hear. Like when they stick their butts up and they like wave their tails, not frantically, but just kind of like back and forth with their butts up really high. That's a greeting posture from what I read, or from what I learned on a YouTube video about cat body language for learning how to communicate with your cat. And I'm a nerd. Amazing as an interviewer. So I sit down in the chair, right? And those chairs, like I try and lean back, and it's really far back. And I knew that if I like commit, Kitty, I can't. She's rubbing her head against my mouse hand, and it's really hard to fish. It was like really far back, and I started to lean back, and I like, no, if I lean all the way back, I'm never gonna get back up, and I'm gonna like fall over out of this chair, because I was trying so hard not to hyperventilate. So I just sort of sat up as straight as I could and prayed that it wouldn't look that awkward. But when I watched it back, I look better than I felt. I still look kind of uncomfortable, but considering my internal panic levels, it wasn't that bad. Is the rabbit up in the cave? I don't know. Can you cheese the Tonk event for the toys? I also don't know. The Tonk event? What do you mean by the Tonk event? Not spot. Oh no, it's not up. I need to turn that on. Sorry, I forgot. I haven't streamed in a whole week, and my kitty, she's just rubbing her face continuously on my mouse hand, and it's so cute that I can't make her stop. But oh my goodness, baby. I have a travel vlog that I'm gonna try and finish editing after the stream, and then put it out tomorrow. And it's mostly just me talking from my hotel room because I'm not brave enough to like go wander around outside with a camera by myself. Getting actual stuff, but I did record when I came home. I recorded I was only gone for like a day, but I recorded my cat when she saw me come back, and my dog, and then also my fish. Oh, kitty, oh dear. Here, let me show you what's happening here. Kitty, hang on, how do I do this? Well, now she's concerned. There's mousepad, there's hand, and she doesn't know what I'm doing because I'm holding the camera like kind of over her head, but she was resting her chin on my mouse hand. It's not a pillow. I can't say no to this cat. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was turning on Fuzzbot. Connect. So today's stream, actually, once I'm done getting 2 more sea herrings, we've got a special place to be at 4:30, which we'll talk about then. But until then, I wanted to do mount runs because we didn't do them on Tuesday because I was off in the world. So I would like to probably just take this character and run around and do our normal mount runs and see if we can't get a something, you know? Love your development. Thanks, Jojo. My baby sister is watching your stream by her choice. I think it made her want to play WoW. She's having a blast watching you. Man. I think WoW is a pretty good family game. Obviously PG-13, I think, but it's a pretty family friendly thing. I think a lot of people play with their kids. Are you talking under the blankets from both beds? That made me chuckle. Oh, under the blankets. Man, no. They weren't very warm. Even with 2 of them, my feet were freezing. Next time I travel, I'm bringing slippers for the hotel. Whenever I'm home, I wear slippers continually. And I don't like wearing shoes inside. That's just not how it's done where I'm from. And I guess it's how it's done in the warm and less muddy places of America. But if I'm inside and it's like somebody's home or like a hotel room, I'll typically take my shoes off. And you know, your feet hurt anyways. But they were chilly. Good kitty. It's a good kitty. Did you race change your gnome to a void elf? No, I actually leveled the void elf from scratch. Partially on stream. I wanted to get the heritage armor, which I'm wearing now, or at least I'm wearing some parts of it. This is my revised version of the transmog. I think I've shown you guys this before. You've got the chest, you've got the shoulders. The helmet is not from the set. And then you've got the belt, but the bottoms. Those bottoms, that skirt, not from the set. The set includes pants. But doesn't that match? Like, isn't that like... Alright, so if it's called the Soothsayer's Kilt. I don't remember where it's from, but it's called the Soothsayer's Kilt, if anybody wants to look that up. But that is the best skirt match for the Void Elf set that I've seen, because I'm not about the cloth pants life. Here lies Nutty Butt. Nutty Butt should... Yeah, there we go. Nutty Butt's up. Now that you've gone all Hollywood Hazel. Hollywood Hazel. Are you going to remember all the little people? Man, I am such a little person. I have never felt less famous than I did in California. Not that I'm famous now, but I guess I'm comfortable here in my home because I'm here all the time. There's nobody here to think that I'm looking dumb. But out in the world, I forgot how awkward I am. I'm gonna have to work on that somehow before Blizzcon, because I completely underestimated how much harder it is to talk to people that you don't know by yourself out in the world. Then, like, I figured that, you know, we're all WoW nerds. We're gonna have something to talk about, but I warmed up eventually. I did meet some people, and I did manage to have some conversations, and I was only criminally awkward in like half of them. What mount runs are you gonna do today? Yes, mount runs. Throne of the Four Winds, Vault of Archivon, Tempest Keep, Zul'Gurub, and we'll see what time it is. I probably have time for more after that, but I also have to Yeah, usually those take me like an hour. I'm gonna go find a t-shirt to wear because the sun is on this side of the building. This is warming up really quickly, so I will be back in like 35 seconds. Here, Katie, you stream. Katie. There you go. You do it. Good job. Dude. Okay, my turn. Okay, that's fine. I couldn't find your front legs to get underneath them. Okay, alright, we're heading to Throne of the Four Winds, and what do you guys think of the headband? Like, I'm wearing a headband and headphones, which is kind of goofy. I didn't actually intend to wear it on stream, but what happened was I was trying them on because they're kind of, I ordered them online, they're real cheap, they were kind of small, but I usually wear headbands when I'm doing my makeup. Not even doing my makeup, when I'm doing my skincare, to keep my hair out of my face, like my bangs out of my face when I'm doing all of that stuff. So I was trying it on to see if it fit, to see if it looked okay over my bangs, but then I was like, streaming, and I forgot I was wearing it. But is it good, or does it make me look like I'm 9 but very tall? Because that was my concern. Okay, Throne of the Four Winds over this way. I'm gonna need to get into Holy Spec. I'm gonna need to eat some bear tartare, and I think that's it. Kat answers this, do you love the doggo? Kat does not love the doggo. Kat regards doggo as her somewhat smelly roommate. She's not afraid of him. She's not usually openly hostile unless the dog, like, accidentally gets in her space. But she thinks he's really gross. Like, shit, like, if he gets too close to her, which is always by accident, because he knows that she doesn't like him, he will avoid her whenever possible. But if he, like, gets in her space, she just looks at him like, how could you? And then if he stays in her space, then she's gonna start whapping him on the head. Never with claws. And also, he's a very thick-furred dog, so I'm not usually too worried about it, but she's like, hey, leave. I don't want it. Headband's cute. Oh, okay. Usually wear a headband with hairphones to keep my hair out of my face. I like the evolution of your hair color. Are you going to go back to the darker purple? I'm going to go back to a darker purple. Probably not as dark as it was before. It was almost black before, and I didn't really like that color on me. But I want to find, like, this is such a red purple that is basically pink, and everybody's like, oh, yeah, pink hair now. I met Panzer from Trade Chat really briefly at the event, and she's like, oh, I didn't know your hair was pink, and I'm like, no, you're right, it is. I can't even be like, it's violet, because it's pink now. But yeah, I'm gonna try and go for a slightly bluer, like, not necessarily dark, but like a little more periwinkle in there next time. What brand is your headset? These are Bose. These are Bose wireless. They don't include, it's not a gaming headset, so there's no microphone set up with it. But they work. I'm actually really happy with them. My Uber driver, actually, I'd never Ubered before, and I took my first Ubers in California. I surprisingly easy to find it. Like, that was always my concern, was like, how do you get in the right car and not get in the wrong car? Especially because I don't know cars. It'll be like, oh, they're picking you up in a Jeep something. I've already forgotten. And I'll be like, okay, well, it might have a J on it. That's about as much as I know. So that part was fine. I have, the video that's coming out tomorrow's got more of, like, my anecdotes of everything that went wrong. I think it does. I talk about it, about how I went to the wrong hotel. But, yeah, my Uber driver on the way back. So, like, his car, it was a Honda Civic. I actually remember that one. And it smelled heavily like weed. It was clean. So I don't really care. I mean, live your life, do what you want. It's California. It's legal anyways. And, but it was like, it smelled like heavily like weed, and he's like, he kept changing the radio. Like and then he would like look at me and then change the radio and look at me and like change the radio. And it was all like sort of rap and hip hop and not even R&B, just rap and hip hop basically. But he would like look at me and then like listen to it and then like change it, but like, oh no, there's no way she's gonna like that. And then and basically what he ended up doing was he would flip it until he found ads, and we would listen to the ads, and then as soon as music started again, he would just flip it to more ads, being like I wonder if he thought that there's no way I could possibly get offended and leave him a bad review if it was ads, but you know, if there was like a really insensitive song came on or something, that I would be mad or something. I don't know. But that guy liked my headphones. He's like, oh yo, are those the Beats One? I'm like, no, they're not, but they're, you know, they're probably around the same price. They're kind of expensive. They're nice though. Oh man. You're going to Darkmoon Faire. You're going to try and do Ashes Valar. Wish me luck. Good luck. Any advice for advertising as a new YouTuber and streamer? Advertising is, honestly, advertising when you're new is one of those awkward things where you almost, it feels like you have to, because otherwise how on earth is anybody ever going to watch your videos? But it's very hard to get traction that way. I'll finish this in just a second. I want to take a second to thank you, John Forged, for becoming a sponsor. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Is that what I said? Welcome to the Squirrel Squad? Yeah. I appreciate it. I'm glad to have you here. So the advertising thing. When I was a very new YouTuber, and I was making Don't Starve Let's Plays, and I was making like Dark Souls guides, I would post those on relevant forums. It didn't really go that well. I don't think I really got very far from that. I feel like you could ask anybody in the stream right now, and not a single one of them would say, oh yeah, I found this channel through the Don't Starve forum. Like, nobody's going to say that, I think. I don't know. But what did work for me was making content that can be search relevant, like things that people need to know. So guides are a really good entry point for that reason. Because if you make a guide and you're confident that it's good and that it will answer the question that people are asking, and then you do some research and you learn how to do some SEO, which is search engine optimization. It's basically working with keywords to make your video findable on YouTube and Google search engines. That's how I got started. That's the way that I prefer to do it, because the nice thing about that is that people that watch your video were looking for it. Advertising is kind of like, you know, they weren't looking for your video. They're not in the mood. They're not really in the market for it. It's highly unlikely that they're going to watch it. And if they do watch it, they may not like it because they weren't looking for it. But if they were already had a question, they had a need for it to start with, that's way better. So that's kind of what I recommend, is basically brushing up on your SEO and making videos that will do well in that. Later on, you can start to make videos that you think are going to be topical for like the sidebar, and that's a different story. But I think search is a really good way to start. That's how I basically got started. I can't say the Don't Starve forums got me very far. All right, loot the other boss. Oh, I think I have all the transmog. It's just gonna be like 35 gold worth of nothing. I'm gonna head to Northrend and see if we are able to do Vault of Archivon. Found you from your pet battle guides. Yeah, and the pet battle guides were something that. And continue to be, I do my best to have those ranked in search. And it's a lot easier once you're established, but, you know, you got to start somewhere. Loot the other boss? No. I don't want to go back. I'm lazy, and there's not going to be anything there anyways. It doesn't have any mounts or pets or anything. What did I say? Northrend. So we want to head back to Dalaran and take the portal to the Wormrest Temple. I went to an oceanarium, and I saw all the amazing fish, and now I really want a large fish tank. It's kind of, hang on, speaking of fish, I'm gonna take the camera off my poor fish, and my cat's over there, so we're gonna upgrade from fish cam to cat cam. Hang on. Don't worry about it, cat. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry. Not even a big deal. Aw. I love my cat. Look at her little cat face. Oh man, I need to get some of this stuff out of my bag. Play a class where you don't have all the transmog synergy. Ah, true, yeah. But like, when am I ever gonna transmog? So I play Shadow Priest, and then I play Resto Druid in PvP. And my Resto Druid has worn the same thing for like 4 years now, and she will continue to wear it until the end of time because I haven't found anything else that I like better. My priest transmog is what I collect, and I just don't think I'm ever, I mean, one day maybe I will, and I'll be kicking myself, and you guys can quote me on this, but I don't think I'm gonna want transmog for other classes. I don't really have any delusions about collecting everything, but collecting as much as I can for priest seems like a more reasonable goal that I can actually do. I know I could make more gold if I sent these to a different class and then use them, but I'm really, really, really lazy. It's close enough. My very first battle pet was a green wing macaw. That's the red and green parrot that drops randomly in, and it continues to do so to this day. You can get these in dead mines. I ran dead mines as soon as I found out that soloing dungeons was a thing. I was only like level 40, but it was high enough to go back and solo dead mines before the squish, anyways. And I had the parrot drop. I asked my buddy what it was because I was still really new to WoW and I didn't know about pets. And he's like, "Oh, that's a pet. You can sell that. You know, get some gold." I'll be like, "Well, what happens if I don't sell it?" And he's like, "Well, then you'll have a parrot." And I'll be like, "Sold. Give it. My parrot. Mine." And I still have that same one. Ranks very highly in any discussion that I have about my favorite pet, just because you never really forget your first one. Well, I don't forget. I'm sure some people. I mean, if I totally understand if your first battle pet was like the prairie dog, that maybe that's not so memorable. Oh, look at that little parrot. I think it's damn right. I prefer fish. They don't send me into a sneezing fit. Well, this is a way that you can appreciate cat from a safe and non-allergenic distance. Any other casters that appeal to you? Sometimes Warlock, but then I play it and I'm like, this isn't a Shadow Priest. Also, it's probably going to get ruined because I'm going to start drinking tea now, but let's take a second, or at least I'm going to take a second to appreciate that I demolished very quickly and somewhat messily most of a bowl of spicy ramen, and I think my lipstick's like completely intact. Like, it looked like this when I started. It might be a little faded, but it's not splotchy or anything, and that's kind of miraculous. Mr. Chili was mine. Mine was from Crazy Cat Lady. My first pet was the prairie dog. The parrot was my first pet too. I didn't even know what pets were. Hatch your fell egg. Fell egg's not ready yet. Fell egg is 4 days away from hatching. I want to get more of them because I'm still missing fell egg. 2 of the mounts. I don't have half of them, so I need more of those now. You have a strong affinity for your first magic. Your first battle pet was the magical crawdad? No way. That's I'm almost upset, only because I remember how long I fished for the magical crawdad. I think I fished for it for a long time and then eventually bought it. I don't even think I got it from fishing. Dragonhawk, the lost one from above Undercity. My first pet was a moth from the Exodar. My first pet was a ferret. You mean in real life? Because ferrets are being added to WoW as battle pets, but not until BFA. What lipstick is it? This is the Sephora collection lip stain. Is the little tiny one from a sample set. But I think of liquid lipsticks. I have a lot of lipstick that I almost never wear. Well, I don't wear it out. I don't wear it anywhere that I don't think I'm gonna be able to touch it up. Because I'm always paranoid of having it like all over my face. But yeah, the Sephora one. They're not that expensive either. What are the odds that she still goes to Malicos? Quite good. I am probably going to forget that I no longer need to go there. Wolf Pup from Blackrock Spire. It's the best way to get 880 BOA gear. Love your cat. Aw, thanks. Play Argus. Kill rare mobs. Do invasion points. Kill rare mobs, do invasion points, loot chests. Do those 3 things. Those are the places that you're going to get that 880 unsullied gear on your main character. If you don't have a main character yet, then you're not going to get them. Ancona chicken you bought from Thousand Needles. Your first pet was a jade crane chick. I love that one. The crane models are... I have a thing for cranes. I have a couple of crane paintings. Well, paintings, like canvas prints that I bought on Amazon that I put up in my bedroom because I just figured my bedroom needed art. But herons, cranes, birds with... Not flamingos, for whatever reason. Flamingos have a little bit too much attitude. But herons and cranes are just... They're pretty birds. I could get a heron and crane tattoo. Did you get to ask them off camera if the Nomi debacle would be repeated in BFA? No. Nomi didn't occur to me. The one side effect of that style of trip is that now for the rest of my life, things are going to occur to me that I probably should have asked. Because not only did I have the interview, but the night before there was a mixer, like a party basically, like an open bar restaurant thing, with a bunch of Blizzard staff. And I got to talk to some additional WoW devs there. And I'm going to be forever thinking of things that I probably should have said. But I did get to talk about some stuff. First pet was a calico pet or the horned owl. Feline familiar, I named it Boo, and I still have it follow me around. You got this map first try. I legit thought it was 100% drop rate. It's definitely not that high. It's a little bit unusual that I don't have it yet. Also, I never did get into Holy Spec. Let's get into Holy Spec and eat our bear tartar. Do you have the infinite time river? No, I don't. Overwatch collector's pets count as a first? I mean, if that was your first pet, then sure, I don't see why not. I don't oh, the one thing that I can't do in Holy is I don't have a Holy weapon. I still haven't gone and gotten my, my Holy artifact. I kind of want to not. When will we get to play as turtles? Your first pet was Mini Wing. Used a token on a rogue. What's the first thing that you should do? Like, you used a boost? Because I made a video about that. I made a video about where to start on a fresh 110. It's a recent one. It should be pretty recent on my channel. Bear Tartar makes you run quite a bit faster. I think it's like 50 to 70% faster for a couple of seconds after you kill an enemy. So if I kill this guy, I get a 5-second 70% sprint. And that's really handy. It works on old mobs, as you can see here, so that's really, really useful in old raids. Also, my lack of a weapon is really impacting my... Oh, that's right. I bought a staff for this last time. Oh, did I accidentally vendor? I think I did. I bought the staff from the class hall, and then I accidentally vendored it. Whoops. But yeah, Bear Tartar gives you a temporary sprint whenever you kill something. And it doesn't have to be a current mob thing, so it's really nice for running old raids, because you can just go, like, AoE packs down and sprint around. First pet you remember getting is bananas. You bought the TCG card. You love that ape. I know you listen to a lot of K-pop, but what else do you like to listen to? I've been obsessed with Muse and Radiohead recently. So, kind of a cop-out answer, but I don't really consider it to be K-pop. I enjoy Korean R&B, like Dean. Dean, and basically anybody that has ever featured Dean, which is a lot of people, is always going to be something real good. A little bit more on the hip-hop side of things, and then if we're talking like actual Western music, I'm very open-minded. I'll listen to whatever isn't country. I really enjoyed Taylor Swift's most recent album. I thought that was pretty good. I listened to that for a while. I can get on board with some EDM. I can get on board with some regular, you know, top 40 pop music. It's all fine. I'm not really mad about anything. But if I'm setting the playlist myself, it's right now I'm just in a very big Korean music phase. I used your Underlight Angler guide, and I'm swimming around as a little shark. Do you know the swim speed buff works in PvP? Not many people do. I actually didn't know that. You say you're super tall. How tall are you? Super. Did I say super? I'm tall for a woman. I'm not like outrageously tall. I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10". So I'm taller than most women, depending on where you are. I'm sure there's some places in the world where I'm going to be average, but I'm up there. Hey, Amir, what's up? Someone looking to step from LFR into normal and heroic. Do I need any alts, or can you rate as a single character? You are perfectly fine as a single character. The only people that need alts for rating, like that need alts, lots of people enjoy them, but the only people that need alts for rating are the cutting edge mythic raiders that do it for ridiculous hours and have to run split runs, which is almost nobody. What's wrong with country music? Nothing's wrong with country music. It's just not something I prefer to listen to myself. Do you listen to Red Velvet? Yeah. They're actually, I think they're my favorite girl group. I wanted Blackpink to be my favorite girl group, but for them to do that, they're going to have to put out some music, and I'm still waiting. So Red Velvet has been my favorite girl group to listen to recently. You listen to EXO? Mm-hmm. Their Countdown album, and then the War album with Coco Bop and the Yvonne was really a repeated player for me. 5'9", pretty tall for a woman too. It's I used to not enjoy it. I used to not like being tall when I was a teenager, because it, you know, I was like, well, this isn't very feminine. I don't feel very graceful. No boy's ever gonna like me. And then I realized I can reach things. I can see like over stuff, and it's pretty legit. The worst thing about being tall is that most counters, and this is weird because you'd think that like many men are my height, so you think maybe they have this problem too, but lots of counters and like sinks, like when you're washing your hands or washing dishes, are like really low, and I end up kind of like my back gets sore just leaning over them all the time. Like the hotel that I went to, not for the Blizzard trip, but like before that when I went to the Oregon coast to visit my mom, I swear the counter with the sink in it was below hip height. It was halfway between my hip and my knees, and I was like, how on earth am I supposed to wash my hands here? Who stays at this hotel, and why are they tiny? It was pretty silly. Do you like Hyuna? Mostly her newer stuff. I haven't heard a lot of her older stuff. you like my doggo? She's all fluffy from her bath. She's adorable. 6'1". No boy will ever like me. Adam, there is somebody for everyone. Boy, does my back hurt after working in the kitchen for a while. Yeah, it's almost entirely when I'm cooking. So we're 0 for 4 on that. We're not going to Malagos. I'm going to remember to not go to Malagos. Instead, we are going to Tempest Keep. And unfortunately, I only have one port to Dalaran on this character. I usually use both on my priest. So I can go to Starman and go that way. Question about Prestige Mount. Rewards will be unobtainable in BFA. Doesn't look like it. Does not look likely. From what they've said, I think it's still it's gonna be restructured. Like Prestige is gone, but there will still be cosmetic rewards available on an honor leveling system, and it's entirely likely that they put those existing mounts on there as well as some other stuff. Us 5'7" people are tiny. 5'7" is not tiny. 5'7" I think is like actually like smack dab average for like a woman in. I don't know where, but just like around. Ariana Grande Hazel? Yeah. I have voluntarily listened to her music on YouTube before. I've actually typed in the words to pull it up. Hey there, Hazel. Sup, James? One thing from Legion that's going in BFA that you're really gonna miss. Started Legion going in BFA that I'm gonna miss. Everything that they've axed so far, I've been really happy to see go, honestly. I'm not going to miss tier sets. I'm not going to miss artifact. Like, the whole artifacts thing. I'm not going to miss legendaries. I don't know. I think I'm happy. I think I'm just good. Where am I going? Oh, yeah. I'm going to, actually, I should get a staff. Maybe I should just do this. This is going to get, if I try and do any more advanced... it'll be fine. I can do Tempest Keep like this. I really love your streams. They help with my anxiety and cheer me up. Well, I'm glad that you're here, Clay. You're gonna miss your artifacts. And okay, there we go. I will miss my knife talking to me, which is funny because the you know how the monk class hall mount does the same thing. Like he'll talk to you all the time. That got old so quickly that I just refuse to ride that mount to my monk now. But my knife, I'm going to miss that, I'm going to miss the things that she says, They're kind of spooky and there's not that many of them, but it's not that often. And, I'm going to miss Naifu. She was a good girl. American measurements are weird. How would you rank Legion compared to other X-Packs? For my personal enjoyment of how much fun I had, which is not necessarily directly tied to the stuff that happened, but I would say of the X-Packs that I've played, I started in Wrath, I would say Kata's top, followed by Legion, followed by Mop, followed by Warlords, followed by Wrath. Yeah, sticking with that. WoW Challenges, thank you very much for becoming a sponsor. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Appreciate having you here. Naifu, best waifu. I got the bootiest of the bootiful. Do you stream on Twitch? Nah, dog. I really like being able to stream in 1080-60, and it's not great to do on Twitch, especially if you're not a partner. So it makes sense because I'm primarily a YouTuber. I spend most of my time making videos, so it makes sense for me to have everything in one spot. I've been hoarding my pet charms, but with the announcement, I've got 15k charms. What can I spend them on? I've got practically everything. So what you want to do, and I think I'm gonna make a video talking about this because I've seen a lot of people watch my interview and then go, oh, I guess I don't need to hoard pet charms anymore. And I don't think that is necessarily the correct approach. So I'll make a video on it. But the short version of it is that if you have pet charms, you want to know what to do with them. You want a bunch of these, and you want a good amount of these. You basically, what you want is that so that when you go into BFA, you're collecting new pets, you're capturing new pets, you want to be able to very quickly get them all upgraded to 25 rare without having to actually worry about it too much. Soba, thank you for becoming... Let me try that again. Soba, thank you very much for becoming a sponsor. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Appreciate you. Have you seen Love, Simon yet? It's really good. I haven't, but I've seen people talking about it on my Twitter, which leads me to... If enough people are buzzing about it on media that I follow, then it usually means I should watch it. Gareth, thank you very much for the super chat. First stream, hello from the UK for the Horde. We can have our differences of opinion. Do you have the invincible mount? If do, show it, please. No invincible. Maybe we'll run ICC. Should probably get my holy stuff. I am going to Tempest Keep. I'm going to Tempest Keep. Oh no, I didn't even need to come here. Drat, darn it. I should have gone straight to, well, I guess I can go back to Starmine. I was all worried about my dollar on Hearthstone being on cooldown, and that's not even the fastest way to get to Tempest Keep. Whoops, daisy do. Twitch, randos and drive-bys. Yeah, that too. Also, both YouTube and Twitch have made some questionable decisions, but I have more faith in YouTube. I think Twitch is a cool company. They're doing cool stuff, and I believe that they're making their good faith best efforts. But I have, while not a lot of trust for YouTube, I have more trust that they will figure it out eventually than I do with Twitch. Even if Hazel had Invincible, you wouldn't see it. How come you don't have a staff? It's because I don't have the artifact yet because I'm really lazy and I'm flying the wrong way. I haven't gone and gotten the Holy Priest artifact yet. And then I had just a green staff that I used to wear for this kind of thing, but I accidentally vendored it. Whoopsie daisy do. Lion Jensen, thank you very much for the super chat. Love your content. Much love from Denmark. Aw, thank you. First time on live, what is your favorite go-to tea? That's a big question. So that's a big question. On any given day, I'm typically drinking between 3 and 5 different types of tea throughout the day for different moods and purposes and times. So, like, a favorite's really hard to pick. But the ones that I really enjoy the most are, I think, my pu'er teas. Fast go to New Doll, then Shrine, then use the Dollport there. I like to minimize loading screens whenever I'm traveling somewhere. If I can do so with as few loading screens as possible. Not that my loading screens are particularly long. I have WoW and an SSD, but the going through Shrine is just an extra loading screen. Everyone I know who plays WoW, I'm the only for the Alliance player. I feel like of the people that I met at the other WoW community people, and I definitely didn't meet everybody, but of the people that I was talking to there, I feel like most of them were Horde players. Go to the Order Hall and buy new staff. Yeah, it's like so far away. Maybe after Tempest Keep. Your weapon is broken. I know. Thank you for the super chat, but I know. It's not broken. It's just they won't let me use it because it requires shadow. Your first reaction when Sylvanas turned into a Banshee in the cinematic? I think, and I'm still kicking myself for not recording that because, one, it would have been fun to share, and secondly, reaction videos are kind of free views on YouTube, but it was an IRL jaw drop. That was like an actual, literal jaw drop moment. Clear ICC and Eldorado, no problem. Level 100, yep. I give Hazel permission to interview me a day in the life of me, the boring guy. What is it that you do in your day, Adam? What is your, like, when you're going about your day, what are some of the challenges that you overcome? And what are your goals? Y'all Savix for the Alliance, thank you. Although I've seen you play Horde a little bit too often to believe that, but I appreciate the sentiment. Also, I wanted to let you know, when I was in Cali at Blizzard on Monday, I didn't do it in my interview, but over dinner the night before, I had the solo queue talk for you. Or, well, not for you. I had my version of the solo queue talk. And the general impression that I got is that they're aware that it's something that needs to be worked on. Like the participation issue, the finding people to queue with issue, and that they're interested in ways to fix it. I don't think it's coming anytime soon, but I tried. Alliance main, You're nearly gonna get Void Elves. What was your reaction to the mass res Anduin did? Oh man, Anduin is my favorite lore character because he's precious and because I appreciate his good decision making. You know, he seems like he's got a good head in his shoulders for a young kid that's been through a lot, and he's precious. He's the Manduin, so that was pretty cool. Long time Water, first time chatter, all the way from Texas. Thanks, Eric. My first stream, and I love the cat cam. We've got cat cam. When cat gets up and goes away, it'll be fish cam. Right now, it's kind of just like a cat lump cam. She's kind of burrowed herself so far into that bed that you can't really see her, but that's all right. If she kills Alar, I'm gonna kill Alar. In what world do I not? I'm gonna kill him. He's probably just not gonna give me my mount. Hazel, I leveled up Pandaran Horde Hunter is my friend. And hit 110 this weekend. You totally got it. Make sure that if at all possible, whenever you guys can, just hit up the Legion Invasions. Those are by far the best experience between 110 and 100 and 110. Anduin's cute, but I think he's a bit too Mary Sue for my taste. He is a little Mary Sue. I'll definitely give you that. John Forge, thanks for the super chat. Wow. Been watching you for the last few weeks. I have to say, I've been watching many of the WoW tubers. Nobody deserves the support as much as you do. Keep up the quality work. Extremely entertaining. Thank you, John Ford. That's really sweet of you. I appreciate it. Darkmoon Faire. Darkmoon Faire XP buff. I'm always really lazy about that. I never actually do that one myself, but it is definitely a good thing to go pick up the carousel buff. The first comment I read in the cinematic was always kill the healer first. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's been working out for some Overwatch League teams, actually. Anduin is growing with a Brad Pitt face. He kind of is, isn't he? Alright, so we're gonna... I'm not even gonna kill these other bosses. I don't even want to. There's pets. There's pets. Could sell them for a whole 120 gold. So when I found out that I was gonna be going to... Unrelated story. When I found out that I was gonna be going to California, I was like, man, I should probably get some sunglasses, because at that point, my favorite pair of sunglasses, I'd lost them. I never spend very much money on sunglasses because I know I'm going to either lose them or break them. I'm not careful enough with anything that's going to leave the house with me. So I knew I needed some new sunglasses. So way before, like pretty much as soon as I found out, I ordered a couple of pairs online from the same place I got the last one. But they get here and they're like randomly like mirrored lenses, which I wasn't expecting, like super glam mirrored lenses. And then the oversized ones were like really big. And then I order a second pair, and I kind of had the same thing. I have them actually on my desk to show you guys. I was just like, all I wanted was a normal pair of... I ended up not wearing any. Like, I brought the last pair that I'll show you here. I brought one, but I only really wore them for the purposes of telling this story. I couldn't make myself walk around like this. But, like, okay, so these ones are... Let's see if I can do this while auto-running towards the boss. So these ones are... Alright, these aren't oversized. They're just, like, bizarre, like... They're like Lenin circle frames, but with a blue-pink gradient. They looked cool online. I don't think they're just a little bit bizarre. Like, they sit a little high up. Like, typically you think circle frames are going to be a little lower on your face. They're just weird. And then the next set was these ones. These were oversized. Oh, no, not those ones. They were like oversized aviators, which you want, but I didn't realize how oversized they were going to be. Look at how big these glasses are. Who wears these? Who has a face that needs glasses? I mean, I like them. I like how big they are because, like, you're super shaded from every possible angle in front. So I'm probably still going to wear those. I'm just going to look dumb. And then these ones were the right size, or a better size, but then they're mirrored. So I kind of look like I'm about to solve some mysteries in CSI Miami. And then the ones that I actually brought were the other mirrored pair that were, like, a little smaller, but I just, like, I can't... And these are all pretty cheap, and the quality's not bad. It's just they look weirder than I thought. And I like put these on and look in the mirror. I'm like, I don't think I can. I don't think I can go, hi, I'm Hazel wearing these. I don't think I can do it. It's just you think that you would put mirrored in the product description, right? Too big, right? I have all these glasses on my desk now. I guess I can repack them up and fix my hair when Kil'jaeden is taking half an hour to tell his life story. You gotta make sure that your cheekbones can see in the sun. Maybe you have a small face. I don't think I have a particularly small face. I have a somewhat long face, but it seems proportional to the rest of me. If I had a small face, it would be super noticeable because I've got a very long everything else. Hazel the cop, the last pair isn't bad. Yeah, they were the least offensive of the set. So those were the ones that I brought, but I still didn't really wear them. You look like a state trooper. If you like having collector's editions of games, if you're starting to question it, maybe consider it. I like the Lenin glasses. They look good on you. Well, thank you. You could work for Chips. What is Chips? The only Chips that I know is the Dallas Fuel Support. That's the only Chips that I'm aware of. These ones, this one, nothing. Oh, drat. This guy's mad at me. There we go. First and third suited you. I bought it digitally, though. I'm addicted to sunglasses and probably own over 50 pairs. It's worth it when you live in South Cal. I like getting these cheap ones because they're like, I don't think they're gonna last super long. Like my last set of them lasted me about a summer, but for like $5 to $10 for a pair of sunglasses, that's about what you expect. And as long as they perform well during that time, and they look all right, I'm totally down to get new ones every year. I mean, you probably don't want to wear the same style of them anyways. And if I spent like a lot of money on a good pair, then I would be afraid of losing them. Like if these fall off my face and into the ocean one day, I'm gonna be like, bye. I really hope that a fish doesn't die because of me, and that's going to be the extent of my concern. Did you buy the Overwatch League All Access Pass? I did, like instantly, because I wanted the skins, which is good because you get those, and I thought when I read the description of the Overwatch League All Access Pass, I thought I was going to be able to switch at will between player cams and like player point of views and player cams. Instead, you get one screen with no control that has a couple of things that are all tiny and does not look good on any device that you watch it on. I never used, the only time actually that I used the command center view, which is free to try, by the way. You don't even need to buy it to use it for now, for the first season, whatever. The only time I used it was during halftime, because during halftime, I'm not really, like, ad breaks and stuff, I'm not really looking at, the stream anyways, but it will show you the players' coaching rooms, which feels kind of creepy, but you know, you can watch Mickey being a goofball, which is always worth it. Where is the thingy? Oh, it's over here. I didn't load it. California Highway Patrol. Oh, I see. I think it's fascinating that there's a separate word for that. Do you think Heritage Armor is worth it, or should I use my 110 boost on an allied race? Depends on the allied race. I think Void Elf Heritage Armor, 100% worth it. Nightborn, 100% worth it. Lightforged, 60% worth it. There are some sets in the game already that kind of look like Lightforged. It's not the same, it's not as good, but you can kind of get that same effect without having to do it. And then for High Mountain, I actually have no idea what their Heritage Armor set looks like. Good luck on the Ashes. The cat won't care though. Nah. Pizza and Hazel, great Friday. I decided to try for the caramel to my priest, and Zelatath told me I was boring. Yeah, she does that. Sister is a dispatcher for chips. It's also an 80s TV series. Lightforged Renai, not worth. Why do you pick up the legendaries in this fight? Do you need to have one to loot ashes? The reason why you pick up the legendaries, you only really need to pick up one. But what I do is you put on the thing, and then you use it, and it makes you immune to stun, silence, and disorients, which these mobs like to spam on you. So it just makes it smoother for you finishing the rest of the fight without getting perma-CC'd. So excited to wake up and see the stream. Normally I don't like that tea that much, but that was really good. I missed you guys. I didn't anticipate how much I would miss streaming on Tuesday morning, because I was like, oh, I'm going to be on a plane. I'm going to be in the world. I'm going to be at Blizzard. I'm not going to miss my stream. And then on Tuesday mornings, I was like, I'm not doing my marathons. I wonder what they're doing. Are they watching other streamers? Are they just watching the news? Did they go outside? Like what's happening? What have I done? It worked out. I thought about trying to stream on Wednesday morning to make up for it, but that was just not going to happen, especially with construction came in and happened on Wednesday, which I was not expecting and I was not happy about. No go on Ashes. Let's head back to Stormwind, fly south to Zul'Grub, and try for a Raptor mount. Don't ever go to Blizzard ever again. You mean like to not miss streams, or do you know something that I don't? Sam, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate that. High Mountain set looks like totems and Lederhosen. High Mountain is awesome and worth it. Oh, the big totems. That's right. I forgot about the big totems. Those are really good. Have you ever thought about re-rolling faction? Nah. I have all these Alliance shirts. I have all these Alliance shirts. My wallet has an Alliance logo on it. Anduin's my boy. I don't think I can leave. Kale just masquerades his troops. Anduin equals Kale confirmed. You get a feathered headdress, shoulder totems, and fully exposed chest in the males, which is rare for transmog. True. I watched your video for like 2 hours on Tuesday morning and then remembered that you were gone. Oh. We had a taste of what the real world is like when Hazel doesn't stream. I guess you can go to Blizz, but not on a Tuesday or a Friday. What if one day I can live stream from there? What if I mean, I doubt I'll be allowed to do that or like have the internet for it, but what if that could happen? That would be a thing. Actually, if I had brought my stuff, like I was, during my normal live stream slot, I was very much like at campus, or at least on the way. I was on the bus on the way to campus, or the shuttle, whatever you call it. It was like a bus. But the internet connection in that hotel was better than my home internet. There was 30 down, or it was 50 or 60 down, I think, and 30 up in a hotel room Wi-Fi. Like, not even wired in, hotel room Wi-Fi. It was unreal. I didn't even pay extra for it. It was just, I didn't even have to get a password for it. It was just there. It was ridiculous. I mean, I like, you could totally stream on that. I feel like if I tried to stream WoW on my laptop, it would actually stop working. I had a really scary moment. Where am I going? I'm going to South. I had a really scary moment. Not really scary. I had a vaguely concerning moment at the airport on my way home. I plugged in my laptop while in the airport, because I had like a couple of hours to wait before my flight. So I plug in to one of the open power bars that are available for that kind of thing. And I noticed that my laptop's not getting power. And my laptop is now 6 years old. It's a mid-2012 Retina MacBook Pro. It was very expensive at the time, and it's worked beautifully for this entire period. But it's 6 years old. And they don't make those chargers. I mean, they make the chargers, but they don't use them anymore. The new laptops they don't have that same MagSafe charger anymore. So if you want to replace the charger, it's like $120, and it will only work for that one laptop that is already 6 years old. And I thought my charger was dead because it wasn't charging. I was like, oh no, I don't want to pay money to replace this laptop, because it's an expensive laptop to replace, but it's been so good for me that I would want to get the newer version of it, but it would be like almost $3,000. It would be like really expensive to replace it for something that I don't use that much. I use it for baking streams, but oh man, I was like, do I replace the laptop? Do I just like pay the $120 for a charger for a laptop that I'm probably gonna have to replace within the next 2 years? I don't want. And then I get on the plane and the power works fine there. It was just a dead power bar, but it was concerning. Alliance, sure, I get it. That one took me a second. That one definitely took me a second. I need my cat cam fixed though. A noob, any tips? Best tips for a noob are to get familiar with your resources. So your Wowhead, your MMO, I think Wowhead for looking stuff up in guides, MMO Champion for news, Hazelnuttygames for me, and Discord for class info. Most classes all classes actually have a class Discord with like the prominent theory crafters from the community there that have info about your class. So I think if you're new, figure out where the answers are so that when you get questions as they come up, you know where to look. I wish I could change my character class. I have a level 100 druid and I hate it. Well, you just gotta pick something else and try leveling it. If you had an opportunity to control or change something in WoW, what would it be? You're the mistress. Oh man. So I actually got asked that question. It was obviously theoretical and it was over dinner, but I actually got asked that question. Like, if you had the power to change or add one thing to WoW, what would it be? And I, more or less in a lot of words, but I said that I would want some changes made to restructure the rated PvP system. Either solo queue or another solution that makes it easier, like that it encourages participation in the rated ladder, redistributes rewards so that there's things to work towards at lower parts of the ladder and not just at the very top end, and allows people to just allows WoW to grow as both an esport and as like a streamable, playable activity, WoW PvP. And I had a couple of ideas. I'm not going to get super into it here because I eventually I want to do a video about my really dumb idea, but I want to make sure that I do it properly so that I can actually have some answers to all the people that are going to tell me that I'm really dumb. But that was basically what I said. Fart Nugget, thank you for becoming a sponsor. I'm glad you're here. Your name is something else, but I appreciate the support. Looking at doing some live streaming during Blizzcon, not inside, but I'm so scared about the costs. Yeah, and if you're trying to get like a data internet connection, from what I hear, the convention is so, like, it's one of those things where you have so many people, they're all on their phones using wireless communication, that things like texting and data can get very spotty. I think that without a wired connection, it's going to be sketchy. Like, there might be something you can do with a satellite connection, but I've never done it. I don't know how it works. Iffy. Definitely iffy. Will you ever make a video with Swifty? I've never met Swifty before. I've never spoken to him. I'm not going to say never because I don't like saying never to stuff, but what on earth would Swifty and I do in a video? Like, I guess I could queue with him. I could play with him on my druid. My favorite mount? Lucid Nightmare. He's president. Hazel's Canadian. Hazel can't be president of anything. Very valid change. I would probably do rated if that was the case. Make it harder to get gear because you want your epics to be epic and not average stuff. You did Tempest Keep today. The mount didn't drop. That's most life. Are you really glad? What do you mean? Like, am I a gladiator? I'm not a gladiator. I've never been a gladiator. I was close to a gladiator in one season in my life. I didn't get it, and I've never really gotten close since. But if you just mean, am I glad that you're here? Of course. I'm glad that anybody is here as long as they're not upsetting anybody. Do PvP with... Oh, no, I'm going to skip out on that one. Hey, Hazel, first time WoW player here. Was wondering how my spellbook affects my RPing abilities. Well, Flappy. It's a very legitimate concern that you have here that, from what I know of you, is a real problem in your day-to-day life. I think you're going to need to talk to a roleplay expert. Might I recommend Wallabear? Canadian too. Good to see more Canucks around. I'm actually West Coast Canada. I'm from West Coast Canada too. I'm from Victoria-ish, so Canucks were they were never really my team. Not that they were my team. Like, if I was gonna have a team, it would be that one. But they were my mom's team. My mom was super into hockey. I am super into Overwatch League. Okay, so it's 4:02. I have about half an hour. I actually want to hang on. I'm gonna double check something real quick because I have something to double check, and then I'm going to try and put together a spring themed transmog. Okay, so I'm gonna get on my gnome actually. I'm gonna hearth here. I'm gonna get on my gnome. We're gonna try and put together some kind of spring transmog. We can include some holiday stuff, but we'll see. Hazel's a Leafs fan? No. Ever do a video on what you recommend for people to use if building their own computer? Absolutely. I can totally do that. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm like a certified expert or anything, but I love like hobbyist consumer tech and computer building, and I can talk about it all day. I want to do, when I rebuild my computer, a build video. I'm kind of wondering, like, what if I wait until I get like if I work really hard and my channel gets like a little bit bigger, if I can beg some free computer parts off of somebody. Like, be like, okay, I'll feature you in the video. It'll look real good, I promise. Just please give me the part that I need. And well, I might try that. But yeah, I can, because I have, like, I've been thinking about it. Like, there's something that I've just been recently learning about, and whenever I learn something, I immediately want to make a guide about the thing, because if I was just learning it and finding it really valuable now, then there has to be somebody else also in the same situation. But the difference between a computer that is built, like the difference between your best upgrade for gaming and your best upgrade for editing, because I've been trying to upgrade my computer to edit better, because my editing performance has been kind of icky even, and I edit a lot. I spend a lot of time editing video. And I'm learning that the things that make a computer good at gaming will also make it good at editing, but they're not the same value upgrades. Like, you're going to get more value out of X upgrade for editing versus gaming. So I kind of want to make some videos talking about that. I definitely want to do more tech stuff. What am I doing? I'm getting on my priest, and I'm putting together a spring-themed transmog. Talk to Linus Tech Tips. I feel like Linus Tech Tip is a little bit above my pay grade. Justine also a bit above my league. They will throw parts at you. We'll see. What if they, like, the reason I'm nervous about it is, what if they're like, hey, sure, let's send you this part that is not as good as what you need. Because I don't want to come off as just like begging for free stuff. But to be completely honest, the parts that I'm looking for are the expensive ones. Like, I want to go, because I get, like, because with a desktop PC like this, you can get such good value out of the thing, because you can, like, if one thing dies, you can just replace that thing and continue using the other parts for the remainder of their lifespan, assuming that you don't actually cook the thing. So I want to really invest and get the right PC, because I know I'm going to be able to use it for a while, and I'm going to be able to get the full value out of it. And because I want to record and edit and even potentially stream one day in full 4K 60 FPS, and that's going to take some stuff. Oh, speaking of which, I have something else exciting to tell you, but let me do my transmog first. One thing at a time. I'm so excited. I'm so glad. I missed you guys. This is so much fun. First stream I've actually caught. Love your content. Thanks for coming, Bantosaurus. Say give it a shot. You never know unless you ask. There's nothing wrong with an inquiry. And that's the thing I need to remember. I get like so stressed out about asking for stuff. I went through like the experience of writing emails to Blizzard to beg for an alpha key back when I was doing that was like, even though I know that I'm not harming anybody with my email and they're well within their rights to ignore it, and that's fine. It's not like I'm upsetting anybody. The fact, like, I never want to seem like I feel entitled to something that I'm not, and I know that I'm not entitled to free stuff. I'm not entitled to an alpha key. I just do my thing and I hope for the best. So asking for stuff, oh man, I don't know if it was how I was raised or just a habit that I picked up, but I hate asking for things. I will go to ridiculous lengths in all areas of my life to avoid asking for stuff and asking for help. I will, in all cases, try and do something myself. And sometimes you need help. It's hard. No punting an Olympic sport. Oh dear. Pet battles in 4K, right? I want to do more pet battle, like PvP pet battle stuff, but again, I have a feeling, and I can try this, I can test this theory a little bit more, but my win rate, exceptionally high at off stream. Notice me, senpai. Consider yourself noticed, air troll pitcher. How you doing? What do you think of the Hive Mind puzzle mount? The Hive Mind puzzle mount. Oh yeah. I like it. It's goopy and it's brainy, and goopy brainy stuff is very void and old gods to me, and as a shadow priest, I approve. So I'm making a transmog. Let me hop on my transmog mount, and we're putting together a spring themed transmog. Also, Hero, how you doing? I kept hoping that I would meet you at the thing. I didn't know if you were gonna go, but because I don't know what you look like, I was like, how would I know? How would I know if I'm meeting him? Like, obviously, if I talk to you, I know what you sound like, but. Okay, so spring. What is spring like? For spring, I probably want a main hand offhand. So I actually probably want to get it to shadow spec so that I can do main hand offhand. PvP pet battles. Blizzard doesn't like me. Do you know that? Have you talked to them? Because I used to think the same thing. I used to think that I was somehow on like a blacklist because nobody had ever talked to me. But as it turns out, it's kind of a you reach out first sort of thing. Send the cat to battle. I plan on going to Blizzcon this year so we can meet up there. I'm gonna be there, and I'm so excited. And I know now that I can fly without having issues with my green card. That went perfectly fine. And I now know how to take an Uber, so that's something too. Also, I know that if I'm flying into LA or the area, the John Wayne Airport was awesome, and I've never been to LAX, but from the sounds of it, I don't ever want to go. The SNA was just a much better experience. So if we're looking at Noble Garden stuff, where is my egg basket? Spring? Like, it should be moggable. I know I have one. Do I know I have one? Actually, let's head out there and make sure. Flower offhand? How do you fast forward in real life? I want to go forward in 4 months. You want the secret? Because I've done this. Get really, really heckin' busy. Get super busy, stay super mentally invested in the thing that you're busy with, and time will just, like, delete itself. Like, you only notice time. Time is relative. We're gonna get a little bit spacey here, but time is relative to the rate at which you notice it. So if you're bored, time moves really slowly because you are constantly checking the clock and you're conscious of it moving because you have nothing else that you're thinking of. If you're into something, and this is kind of the same reason why time goes really quickly when you're on WoW or like engaged in like stimulating social media or gambling or whatever, like when you're being mentally stimulated, it goes like crazy. So if you stay busy, August will be here in no time, I promise. Where am I going? I'm going to the Goldshire to see about an egg basket because I know I have. Do I not have? I thought for sure I want to transplant my egg basket. Orange County sounds like you weren't in LA as much as you were in the Orange County. I was in Orange County, that's right. But I've heard that that's a perfectly valid airport to fly into to get to BlizzCon, which is in Anaheim. I guess I'm never really going near LA. Why do I think I'm going to LA? California is all the same to me. There's palm trees, it's warm, it's sunny. It's all the same. What are we doing today? Hello, Carly. We did some outruns, and I didn't get anything. And now I am trying to... I'm lost. I was going to the bank. I'm trying to piece together a spring-themed transmog for Noble Garden. And I could have sworn that I had all of the cosmetic stuff so that I could just transmog, but I'm not seeing it when I go to my transmog sets. So, let's see, Noble Garden, spring. Alright, so I have the circlet, that's the head. I have the spring flowers. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Can I mog those? Maybe they're not cosmetic. What game is this? Is this game Dota? I used Uber to get to and from work today. The drivers cracked me up. It's kind of expensive, and also they gave me Uber discount codes. I applied them. I don't think I used them. I looked at my bank statement. I 100% paid for those Ubers. It was fine. It wasn't very far, but whoops. Whoops. All right, so flowers. So we have sun-touched flowers and we have dried flowers. I guess I'm just gonna go with these. Maybe you can't use the bouquet of flowers. So we're just gonna look at what we have here, and we're gonna try and piece together something spring-like. So we got some flowers in the offhand. That's good. This is all daggers. Don't I have like a nice stick? What I guess daggers can only be transmogged to daggers. What looks nice and spring-like? What of these things is less stabby and more just like a nice thing to hold in your hand? That's spring-like. I guess I can always take it off too. Maybe I do want to do a staff. Don't I have some nice flower-like staffs that are like nice flowers and not dead flowers? Much better choice if you're just going to Anaheim. Yeah, exactly. I think for sure I'm gonna try and fly through there. Only in South Cal. Here in San Francisco, it's cold and foggy a lot. I see. San Diego's not LA. Egg basket comes in the offhand slot for me. Egg basket. So I'll try searching that. Hang on. Appearances. Offhand. Egg. There it is. It's just I was trying to search a Noble Garden, I guess, and it doesn't come up for that. So egg basket's gonna be important. Egg basket's gonna be important. This is League of Legends, yes? Norma wanted to give her home driver an extra tip. You can do that. You just do it in the app. You don't do it in person, which I appreciate because it's really awkward. Like I never like taking taxis. Giving people money in a car for whatever reason weirds me out. I don't know. But the Uber really took all of the social anxiety out of the situation for me, which was nice. So I'm looking for, oh, these are nice too. I'm looking for egg basket. Good. Also, I have a kobold candle. All right, egg basket. What's a good main hand? Hang on. New outfit, spring. So we'll do that. We'll do the circlet, of course. I guess they come up first. So, So we'll save and apply. I'm not really seeing anything good on the main hand. This isn't bad. It's not spring-like, but as far as daggers go, I think it's as good as we're getting. I need a nice dress. Spring is a time to wear light colors and lace, I guess. I don't know. I wear WoW t-shirts and leggings all year round. They put the current holiday transmogs on page 1. Okay, so I'm missing some stuff then, right? Like, let me go check out the vendor. How do you feel about BFA being PvP based, or do you think it'll go all in Zoth and Shar? If you mean story wise, because PvP is going to have its place in BFA, but they're very clear that while the story is Horde versus Alliance, PvP is not going to have really any greater of an impact in BFA than it had in Legion. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. My Uber driver was about to graduate college, and he was beautiful. I'm totally a cougar. John Wayne is great. I live about 15 minutes away from it. It's really nice. Small, but not too small. Unfortunately, they don't do international flights except for, like, Canada. Well, see, that's the only one I need. Where else am I going to need to go? I mean, I would love to go around the world and visit people one day, but for now, I would need to go home to Canada, and I would need to go... Actually, I'm never going to need... I live in Portland. I can fly out from PDX. I'm confused. I'm so confused. This is not where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be over here. Spring Noble Garden Vendor. Thank you. What am I missing? Spring robes. Oh dear. Let's not. Elegant dress. That's the one. You have not collected. What do you mean? What do you mean I haven't I have 100% collected a noble dress. I'm gonna log on. Hang on. I have 15 minutes. I'm gonna log on every character. Oh, there's an egg. Give it. Give it. No, mail. Give. Alright, well, I see why nobody's gotten that one then. Never mind. Egg. Give. I'm surprised that there isn't more competition for these. Oh, egg. Give. Why am I farming these? I don't think I need them. I mean, I guess if I get 50 of them, then I can get my own. Oh, egg. Give. Oh, this is fun. Oh, they're everywhere. Yeah, see, last time I did this, maybe it's because of sharding that this is, like, less crowded. Last time I did this, it was insane. You had to, like, camp. Like, I was camping out here. I had the locations that they spawn memorized. And I had, like, 3 in particular that I was just, like, sitting on that I would click as, like, a little bunny. Like, that was my thing. Like, there's way less competition right now. This is better. Also, I had a macro. I had it in my guide. My Noble Garden 2017 guide has the macro that you can use to really quickly collect stuff. 20 shell fragments. Oh, I know I have it somewhere. I don't have any of those add-ons that show me what my what I have across. Oh, I'm a bunny. Wow, I cannot focus on anything when there's eggs around. They're just so much fun. Hazel, read Norma. Read Normad? Or Norma's? I read Norma's thing. Staff of the Verdant Circle, a good string transmog for a 2-hander. What are you looking forward to most about BFA? World questing in brand new places with brand new things to do, I think. I spend a good amount of time world questing. And I am excited about being able to, like, the zone design, gorgeous in BFA. Pretty excited about that. Plus the sleepy kitty. Cat's name is Kira. Cat's name is Kira. Cat gets called Kitty though, more so than anything else, I think. Nothing new to get, so no one is doing the event. I mean, I guess that's true. That's true. But apparently there is transmog that I thought for sure I had. I probably have it. It's right here. Equipment sets naked. For no, that's. Wait, elegant? Is it? What do you mean? Elegant dress. You haven't collected this appearance. Literally in my bags, part of a transmog set. Literally in my bags. Possibly was in my bags already. What do you mean? It's really hard to get. I tried to get the egg behind the mailbox already. The mailbox mouse over applies. You can't actually click it, or at least I can't. Like if I zoom all the way in. No. There's a reason why that egg is still there. Shop 1 is green. Oh, okay. All right, fine. All right. Well, why can't I transmog this one? I mean, I guess I can just wear it. The old-fashioned way of transmogging. All right, well, let's get some lighter colored gloves, bracers, shoes on then. Those, I thought they had flowers, but those aren't flowers. We got, those are, sure, that's kind of spring-like. And then blue, maybe to match, or socks, purple. Boots look so weird on gnomes. Oh, those are pink. I like those. And then, yeah, that'll do. Green, huh? Why does it have the same name? Double guard basket. No, when I control click that, it definitely looks pink. It definitely looks like the exact same item that I have here in my bag that I'm wearing right now. Same. Oh no. Oh, I see. It's green quality. Oh. I thought you meant the dress was green. I'm sorry. I caught up. Whoops. Oh gosh. Easter Bunny trolling you hard. You have to get the new one. Well, that's silly. I understand now, but I don't agree. I think that's kind of goofy. Oh, man, there's an egg in the water. That's kind of cute. What a silly thing. I don't know. I need what, 50? I might be able to get 50 in 10 minutes. I didn't really expect to be doing this today, but apparently I need the green one, so. Do I still have my macro? If not, I guess I can go look it up and then I can share it with you guys. There's no macro search function, is there? Macro search? No? Yes, no? Yes, no? So, what we're doing here... I got I looted the thing. There we go. So she gives me the egg basket. We're still looking for... I guess I can just click on them. Still looking for shell fragments. The macro is more important back when... it was definitely more important back when you were trying to, like, loot and open them really quickly. You can transmog white or gray items, only green or higher. I could have sworn that some of the old holiday items... I could have sworn that some of the older holiday items... Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. I need to head over to the garrison. I thought it was starting a little later. Were white quality items. I didn't know that they were green. Hey, kids dinner, BRB. Have a good stream. Have to make my boys dinner. Wedding dress looks good for spring too. Make an instructional video on how to get the egg behind the mailbox. I don't know though. I couldn't do it. I failed. Oh man. So this is a guild event that I've been invited to, and it's a bunny hop. So, oh, that's a good idea. I need a spring pet. I need a bunny. Bunny. Well, I got a noble garden bunny. That's a good one. That'll do. What else? Titles. I'm the insane for now, but we can be the... Is there any more spring-like title than or is it the noble pretty much it? I mean... yeah, I can be noble. Okay, so... / use brightly colored egg. Thank you. Yeah, I think I had another one that was like, it had this use brightly colored egg, but it also had using the egg basket for the sprint. But because it's less needed to sprint around at maximum speeds as it used to be, I think that it's probably not as needed. Bit addicted to the Pet Charm World quests. Yeah, I'm still continuing to do those because I still think that there's good cause to stock up on battle training stones. Like, that was the real reason why I was stockpiling pet charms anyways. So while you no longer need to stockpile pet charms in hopes of them adding new toys or anything like that, you still need them for you're still gonna want and be able to make use of battle training stones for the leveling new pets as you get them. Is it a picture of Kira, or is that what she's been doing for ages? That is what she's been doing. Kitty? Hang on. She's so asleep that I might be able to get a better angle on her. If you need eggs, just go on your druid. Cheeses the whole thing. True. Can collect in plate form. Bunnies are hair today, gone tomorrow. Hashtag share stream hype. Sometimes you just got to pet your cat. Beautiful kitty. Why, thank you. Kira's like, dang, Mama is sleeping. She's usually pretty chill about being woken up. Now, she does not appreciate being woken up and moved. Like, if she is super asleep somewhere that it's kind of hard to get her out of, and you're trying to, like, peel the cat off of, like, a bed or chair to, like, put her somewhere else that's important, she'll give you, like, a... She's got a very cute, kind of grumpy meow that she'll do. First time on stream. Welcome, Fernando Ferraso Filo. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Hashtag prettiest kitty. She's a pretty kitty. Alright, so... I think what's happening with the event, from what I recall, is that we are all going to be turned into bunnies. It is a race to the other end of Elwyn Forest, and then turn around and head to Goldshire. And then when you're in Goldshire, you have to loot 3 eggs, and then the first people to do that win. I am participating for fun. I don't think I'm actually planning. I think the people that win in this guild, this is a guild event, they're gonna... I believe that Miadar has, like, some battle pets for them. I'm good on battle pets, but I'm all about bunny racing. So we'll do that. It's hard to not pet a sleeping cat. They're just so cute. And I'm not convinced that she completely wakes up. You know, she'll, like, stretch. You know, sometimes she'll lick you. The cat noise was also a pretty good Murloc impression. Oh man. She looks a lot like my kitten except older. Mine is in that awkward teenage cat stage. She never really got very far out of the teenage cat stage. She's still kind of, like, I kind of expected she would grow more into her ears. She has kind of large ears and, like, a somewhat small face, but I think it's super cute. He made it sound like the cat is a Murloc. Hazel, I'm 300 rep up my Void Elf, and I have no more weeklies or world quests left. Do you already have 5 of the Void Purged Crow Cool mobs? Because I think you get a little bit of rep each time that you pick up one. I don't remember how much it is. It might be 75. It might be less than that. But if not, take your order resources, go to the cave. It's in Ruins of Orinar. So if you're looking at Argus, you're looking at Macquarie. It's right under the O, I think, of. Like, the entrance is right around here. And that's where you get those mobs. And that'll give you a little bit of rep, I think. Hazel, what do you call a bear without an ear? A bee? You can also delete them from your bags and buy more. Invasion points can drop rep tokens. That is true. I haven't seen it happen all that often, but it is true. And also, okay, so I had... And let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Continue on the fountain. All right, so we go to the end, then we come back to the gold shower, find 3 Noble Garden eggs, continue on to the fountain in the trade district, and then okay, I can do that. Yeah, so invasion points. I have been putting off invasion points. Like, on my new priest, I've been doing my 3 per week for the Veiled Argonite, and that's it. I didn't want to do any more because it takes so long. But then I realized every time I went to do an invasion point, I was clicking off my World Quest group finder prompt that would be like, hey, do you want to join a group? And I'm like, no, I'm good. You know, the group automatically forms as people come into it anyways. I don't need one. And I would do the whole invasion point with, like, you know, 3 to 5 people. When you join a group, it lets you do it with a raid group. And these groups really quickly autofill up to, like, 20 to 40 people. And the whole invasion happens in, like, 2 minutes. And I've been so silly for not doing that this entire time. Like, I didn't realize this until, like, yesterday. I started doing invasion points as a group, and I feel so silly. Oh, anything else I can get the rep for? You've done all of the rare elite mob world quests, not just the Macquarie ones, but all of the rare elite mob world quests in all the zones. I have a video that goes over all of the rep sources. I have a video that goes over all the rep sources. Oh, we're getting turned into bunnies now. I mean, I'm already a bunny. So I'm assuming that movement speed... Oh, no, I guess if you're a bunny, you can't use any movement speed things anyway, so that would make sense. She's bunifying everybody one at a time. Yeah. I am a white bunny. Oh. I love the little eggs. What are the Noble Garden toys, actually? Are there Noble Garden toys? There is a toy that is not a Noble Garden toy. Maybe there isn't. Should be. Hi, Hazel. I just wanted to say hi before I head to work. Missing your streams, and I hope I can come to more soon. Well, thanks for coming by, Sean. Have a good day at work. I hope everything goes well for you. My main is a druid. You have 6 other druids as well. Who cares if your main is a hunter? Make another for fun if you enjoy them. Yeah. Yeah, I know actually quite a few people that have many multiples of the same They have many multiples of the same class. There's nothing wrong with that. I tried to do that, but as soon as I died, I cried for help. It's okay if it makes you feel better. For the longest time, I was flying up to the Hunter Lodge before I was told there was an NPC at the landing that would port me. Oh, no. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Everyone must stay bunified, all right? Bunny, 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 bunny. Sounds good. I think we're starting soon. Demon hunters keep their speed. And all the bunnies. This is a good way to celebrate spring. You knew a guy who had 300s because he didn't know that you could switch specs. Oh man, that's hilarious. That's actually so good. I mean, that's unfortunate for that guy. But then, hey, you know, you have 300s. That's extra characters to run raids on for mount chances. You know, you get extra lockouts at that kind of thing. Oh, man, that's pretty funny. I feel like everybody's got a couple of things like that you've just been doing wrong for a long time. And when you find out, you just have that moment of like, oh, dear. Oh, dear. Look at, so is the egg the thing that like the Noble Garden bunny pet lays? Because I know a couple of people have their Noble Garden bunnies out. Or is the egg, just like, how are these eggs happening? I think that must be the Noble Garden bunny. Are we ready to hop? I feel pretty ready. Haven't watched you live in a while. Welcome back. I missed last Tuesday, so if I haven't been live in a whole week, which I know it's a terribly long time, but I mean, for people that stream, it's a long time. I already have a fairly infrequent streaming schedule. Speaking of which, we've got Bacon Stream set up. We're doing next Wednesday and then the following Wednesday. We're going to be baking. And actually, I have... Alright, I'll tell you after the bunny thing. Don't let me forget to tell you my exciting thing. It's not that exciting. It's exciting to me. Don't let me forget to tell you, though. After the bunny race. Are we going? This countdown is... Go! Alright, we're going. So, you don't have to hop, but I feel like I would really be doing this challenge no justice if I didn't hop. And also, I'm gonna... Here, I don't need my UI for this. I don't need my UI. This is something that is glorious and must be experienced, you know, in a UI-free way. Also, I'm fast. Look at me go. Did I start early? I feel bad. Let's there we go. Are you able to use abilities? Man. I heard Bacon Stream. I tabbed back in. Man, I hope that those are eggs. Good thing it's 9 a.m. here. I'm usually asleep. You're all rabbits laying eggs. If they're big eggs, it's the cursed rabbit foot. Oh, okay. Hi, Hazel. How are you? Hello. I am really, really good. I'm really good. I'm having a great day. The pet bunny makes babies. Oh, dear. Okay. What exactly are you doing? So this is a guild event that I was invited to. I believe it's actually like a charity thing. I believe that the lady that organized the event is donating to St. Jude for everybody that's attended. And we are all bunnies. We are racing to the other side of Elwyn Forest. And then back to Goldshire, loot 3 Noble Garden eggs, head back up to the fountain in Stormwind. I believe that is where you go. No abilities. Okay. So I will not press my power word shield. I didn't think you can. Cannot cast spells. I guess there was that one guy that did how did he heroic leap? Why does your car have its own camera? Oh, my cat. I mean, why not is the real question. Pretty much all of my characters are on Horde, but I want some Alliance ones as well. How do you recommend I manage having characters in both factions? So, the way that I've always done that is that when... Oh, it's so hard to not loot the eggs when I run by them. When having characters on another faction, don't have as many. Like, obviously on your main faction, you're all set up. You have probably a bank alt. You have, like, all of these different characters. You're in a guild. Like, you're doing all this economy stuff. It's much easier to manage the opposite faction when it's just one or maybe 2 characters at most, because then they can self-sustain. You don't have to worry about having enough gold for stuff. You make sure that one character can make the gold that they need, and, you know, you kind of limit your expectations of what you're going to do on it. Like, figure out what your goals are. Do you want that character because you want to raid with somebody in Alliance? You want to PvP with somebody in Alliance? You want to see the story from the other side? Like, there's going to be different things that you want to do depending on that, so keep that in mind and just kind of limit the amount of characters that you're having on both sides, otherwise it just gets out of control. Where did you get the gold bunny? What gold bunny? Gold bunny. Gold bunny. Bunny. Bunny? Rabbit. Gold. Oh. It's the elfin rabbit, which is... It's the elfin rabbit. It's a wild pet in Darnassus Desolus Hydrail Intelligence Cell. I could have sworn it didn't look gold before. I didn't think it looked gold before. It certainly looks gold now. What are you most excited about for BFA? The new zones, world quests. No raid tiers. No tier sets. Having to juggle legendaries and tier set bonuses was so exhausting in that was so exhausting in Legion. Attack of the Bunnies. Is that on my birthday? Well, that'll be a good birthday. I caught a gold elfin rabbit. So are they all gold then? Am I just confused? No, it's a bit out of the blue. Has your cat ever had acne on her chin? One of mine has it at the moment. Apparently comes from eating out of plastic bowls. Random, I know, I'm sorry. No, she did actually. That was the first thing that we ever took her to the vet for. Was she had these weird bumps in her chin. And I didn't understand. And I was like, oh no, my cat's gonna die. And we take her to the vet. And the vet's like, she has acne. It's caused from plastic bowls. And she didn't have plastic bowls. But what she had was these little shallow metal ones. And so what we were doing was we started like disinfecting them every day. Like scrub them and disinfect them every day. Didn't really help. It didn't actually help at all. And then they recommended us use these Stridex pads, like basically the Stridex pads, the anti-acne stuff that you get for people. They're like, buy some of those, rub those in her chin, and it'll just clear up and she'll grow out of it. And it cleared up and she grew out of it. After she reached the age of, I think, 2 or so, she didn't get them anymore. But I think it must have been itchy. Are we going back now? Is that as far? Oh, no. It must have been really itchy because she loved chin rubs and she continues to love them to this day. I think that her experience of having feline acne on her chin has made her addicted to chin rubs because I guess it was just itchy and that's how, she can't scratch it good. March of the Bunnies want to buy bunny mount. I also very briefly mentioned that while I was there. I was like, what are the odds that we can get that? Who do I have to talk to get that? Darkmoon Fleet Strider mount changed from purple to the same white one they have for Noble Garden. Did it? Darkmoon mounts dark. No, it's purple. Still purple. That one's purple. That one's white. And then, of course, you've also got the Lovebird for the pink one. That is such a classic WoW mob. It's such a weird thing. Like this weird hairless... It's basically like a hairless ostrich. But it's that's such a classic WoW thing. It's got like these weird claws at the end of its little chicken wings. And back. Hazel went off the track that's cheating. Oh no. Oh no. I actually don't think the track was part of the challenge. I feel like you can take whatever track you want. We're just on the road because it's funny. Ooh, oh no. Giant bunny mount like the rat stallion, but as an adorable bunny would be awesome, right? Like, I feel like that's kind of an easy one to do just because, I mean, I don't know if it's easy or not, but, they already have, they have the mount, or they have the model. They recently redid the model. They have animations. I'm sure it'd take a little bit more to it, but, I mean, slap a saddle on it and let me ride it, and I'm happy. What puer are you sipping? So this is, it's kind of cheap, honestly. It's sometimes it's not my favorite, and then sometimes I make it and it's amazing. It's just from Stash. They don't sell it anymore. I think they discontinued it. It's like they're $17.90. It's a show pour. It's a cooked one. But it was cheap. It was fairly inexpensive for a pretty big bag of it. So it's kind of like a inexpensive daily drinker. Is Hazel cheating? I am doing my very best to not cheat here. The only thing that I'm aware of that is cheating in this fun charity race is using abilities, which you can't do because you're polymorphed anyway. So as long as you stay a bunny, I don't see why not. Hairless ostrich. It's a plucked dino bird. What if having a frog mount gave you a leap ability? Used to have the mount in matching pack from Stone Talon. We make our own roads. I'm retroactively psyched for you that you got to go to the WoW Media event. It was so hard not telling you guys. Like, I understood that it was going to be NDA and embargoed until the time that they lifted that. But, like, it was so hard not... Like, I get the email initially, and I'm just, like, freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, who can I tell? I'm not allowed to tell anybody. So I'm so glad that you all know now so you can... Oh, man. It was just crazy. How's your week been? My week has been unreal. My week has been just totally surreal. Slap a saddle on it, I'll ride it, I'll be happy. I mean, you can apply that to most things. More mount's almost always a good idea. Frog mount has heroic leap. Oh, man. I think that the Kappa face on Google Chat is hilarious. I like it better than actual Kappa. I feel like, I mean, I know people don't like it, but if you know, if you had to pick one to replace Kappa, I think that's it. Would you do a complete guide to tea? Trying to get into tea to replace the amounts of coffee I drink. You're okay with the caffeine is the creamer I want to avoid? Yeah, I would love to, and I feel like that would be a nice thing for me to point to every time people ask me to explain tea, because it's like, it's a long story. I've had a couple people email me, and I've like done these big write-ups. So yeah, I would like to do it. It's just video-wise. Videos are always a big time investment, and until I get to a point, like, I make videos, I put out a lot of videos, ideally. Like, when I'm on my schedule, I'm putting out 4 videos a week, plus the vlog, plus the streams. So there's usually a lot of room in there for me to do weird stuff, because there's only so much news and guides that you can do in a week. But right now it's like BFA season, so if I can get to a point where I have enough extra time that I can justify sitting down and making a tea guide, then I could totally put that in like a Sunday or something. I would just need to find the time for it, which is tough. Especially because, like, if I make a tea guide and, like, even if it does very well as a video and it gets, like, a lot of, like, subscribers, you know, those people are gonna want to, they're gonna go, what is this game and why are there all these bunnies in it, you know? It doesn't really fit the channel that well. What upcoming films are you looking forward to? I'm not a big movie person, honestly. There are very few movies that I enjoy. It's very hard to get to it's very difficult to get me to watch a movie that I've never seen before. So I look forward to things that are from franchises that I already know I enjoy. So like the new Fantastic Beasts movie I will watch because, alright, so now we're here and we need to find 3 eggs. So egg, we need to loot and find 3 eggs. Are they this far back? Have I, oh no, here's one. As soon as you find them, head to the fountain. 2. Oh, that one's in a bush. It's sneaky. I'm trying to do them in like an out of the way area because the last thing that I want is to snipe an egg from one of these nice people that has invited me to their guild event. So, I'll go for this one. And then 3 eggs, and I'm heading north. Do you have to loot them? Or you can just go. Okay, we're good. Or do you have to like link them? I see. I've lost over 1,000 nuts this stream. Have you seen Chef? No. Here's the Storm finally got a Zergling mount with the B mount coming in BFA. Bunny mount may be on the cards. I think it'll happen within the next 5 years. I think that at some point in the next 5 years of World of Warcraft, we're going to see a bunny mount. I'm calling it right now. I managed to get the mount from an egg drop. Nice. Nice. And then you have all of those egg chocolates for other stuff. First time here. Thanks for all your help. No problem. No problem. Oh, man. It is a really great day. I'm so relieved that my apartment's done. For anybody that missed me talking about this before, basically about a month ago, a little more than a month ago, we had a leak in our bathroom that we didn't notice, but it was leaking basically into the flooring and then the downstairs apartment. Big damage. They had to take out all the flooring. They had to knock a big hole in the wall. Like a whole bunch of just construction going on, and like this is the place that I'm streaming from is my home. This is my apartment. It's a 2-bedroom apartment. It's not that big. And having construction happening in it in the only available bathroom during work days was not fun. And like it was like at least 3 full weeks of work and then a bunch of other weeks where they told us they were going to work, but then nobody showed up. So I was like ready and changing around my schedule to make sure that I was like awake and dressed and stuff. And, I'm so relieved that it's over. Like the flooring's in, the wall is in, it all looks good, it works, it's not leaking anymore. And I'm thinking like, I really dig like a good, you know, a good bubble bath. I am down for like home, like I'm too cheap to go like pay somebody to like pamper me in any way. Like that involves small talk. It's, you know, it's not my thing. I've never like been out to have my nails done or like for a facial or anything just because it's never really been a thing that I've wanted to go do, but I am all down to sit at home and play video games and do my own nails or like my own skincare, or like take a bubble bath or like have a face mask or whatever. So I was thinking about celebrating my newly refreshed bathroom by like, I've never like went and bought like a bath bomb from like Lush or anything like that, because I'm looking at it's like $8 for a bath and I'm like, really? Is this bath really worth $8 to me? But maybe I'll think about it. I've never used one before. What races do you want to have playable in new expansions? The one allied race that was that's not really planned or anything, but a potential one that somebody brought up as a possibility that I actually like actively want would be a centaur / dryad. And obviously they have too many legs, so the armor problem would be a problem. But I would love to play a centaur, like a dryad character. You know, like the lady, the Tarantella that helps you out in the Night Elf starting area. I want to be one of her. I had my nails done once, and I just gradually chipped them off over the time when I was bored. Speaking of, I did my nails the night before I left. I did my nails on Sunday night because I wanted to have them done and like freshly done so that they're not chipped on my trip. And they immediately chipped, like within the same day. Like within the first day. Like by the time I was like on campus the second day, they were like half falling off. I didn't have any nail polish remover. I was just like walking around with like awful like broken nail polish that looked like it'd been like a week old. It was let me down. I would love to play a harpy. What is your arm tattoo of? It looks like a tree. It is a tree. If you go to my YouTube channel, you go to the About page, there is an imager link. Actually, hang on. I have it right here. Tattoo. Is that gonna work? What did I make that command of? I set up a command, I thought. There we go. You have to copy paste the link. I don't think the link will actually link you through. But if you copy paste that in imager, that's more close-up pictures of it. What is nature's call? Yeah. Dryad would be good for horsing around. One in Velshra with poop behind her. I have not seen that one. The Twilight Bath Bomb from Lush is amazing. All right. I was also looking at bubble bars because, you know, bubbles are important. Have you ever tried the art of RP? Not very much. Oh dear. Oh man. Okay. I am going to... So I think this event is done. I think I want to try and do a little pet battle PvP. Just a little bit. I'm probably going to lose them all and that's fine. But I want to try a little bit. So, and I want to try for the water one. So I've seen that. And then I already forgot what the other pet... oh, the Emperor Crab. I never did actually go get... Actually, let's do that. Let's try and go get a better Emperor Crab. So we want to go to the Dreadwaste, is that right? Emperor Crab. Yeah, Dreadwaste. So we want to go to Mop. So Dalaran. I'm going to leave here. Thank you very much for having me. Shout out to the Court of Lions and Earthen Ring. That was such a cute event. So, Dalaran, Vale. I've got itchy nose again. Dalaran, Vale, and then Dreadwaste. Then we're gonna try and get a better Emperor Crab because apparently my current Emperor Crab is not good enough. Good pick for tattoo. Yeah, I lucked out because it was the second tattoo that I'd ever gotten. I knew that I wanted a cherry blossom tree. I knew I wanted it to be arm length. I went and consulted with my artist, but he didn't really do, like, I think normally what happens is they'll, like, draw it for you, and then you can give them feedback on it, and then when you guys are both happy with it, then they'll do it. We kind of, for whatever reason, I don't remember why, but we wanted to do it in, like, one session, like, the first session that I went in. So I went in and talked about what I wanted, and then he kind of like free-handed where it would go on my arm in like a highlighter. He was a very professional, like a well-respected tattoo artist. He wasn't like a hack or anything. But I basically let him free-hand it on me, and it worked out really well. I don't think that was very smart of me, but I did a good job with my research for picking the right guy because the artist was incredible. I would go back to him, but he doesn't work out of Canada anymore. He was in like Australia or something. I want to go to... This is wrong. These are the wrong portals. Wrong portals. Pet battles were made for the Pokemon fans that play WoW. Aren't dryads just druids? Dryads, I think they are druids, but they're also, they're like female centaurs, basically. You know, I've got the horse back and the lady front, and they have like green leafy hair. They're a little bit more nature looking than a typical druid. So we're going this way. Maybe those roots are actually void tendrils. Oh man, the original plan for it was to have the tree roots be the lower arm and then the tree body be the upper arm, but I couldn't really describe that well enough, I guess, and it turns out like the roots are just in like the wrist area. They were actually shorter originally, but then I was like, no, I kind of imagined them longer, so then he put them longer, but like still not nearly as long as I had thought. But I think I like it better this way. I kind of enjoy the arm length thing. So we're heading to... my brain is starting to shut down on me. I think ever since my trip, so, and I have a video coming out tomorrow that's got more details about this, but I didn't sleep very much. The night before I left, I slept from 3 a.m. until 6 a.m. And then I went. And then that night, on the Monday night, I slept from like 11 p.m. until 4 a.m. And then I didn't get to sleep again until I got home at like 11 o'clock on Tuesday. So I racked up some amount of a sleep debt, and I still haven't like caught up. I'm not actively tired, but every now and then I feel kind of dumb. Like I won't see something or my brain will kind of freeze up, and I just know that I just need to finish catching up on sleep. But until then, man, this is wrong. I'm not taking those portals. I am having such a hard time getting my butt to the Dreadway so I can look for a crab right now. Ooh, Hazel rubbing her nose like she just came from the 70s. No, it's just every now and then on stream, and I think it's something to do with the lights. Towards the end of it, it gets itchy. I just need to moisturize it. I know it's bizarre. I'm sorry. It's not just me, though. I've seen that happen to other people. I am not the only person that gets an itchy nose when they stream. It's not just me. Alright, so Dread wastes out here, probably. So I should have some kind of a... I keep lots of weird stuff in my desk. Toothpaste. I had something for it. And also, I have not forgotten. I'm going to tell you guys, there we go, my story. So, or not my story, my thing. It's not that exciting, but I actually just before the stream ordered a new camera setup. So, don't mind me. So my current vlog camera works great. I like it. I'm keeping it. It's great. It's good. It's a good camera. It worked well for me for filming that interview. It doesn't work as well at the distance that I recorded the interview as it does as when I'm just recording my vlog. Like, you'll notice that my vlogs look higher quality than the interview did just because of the way the lighting and the distance was. It was perfectly fine, but the problem with that camera is that it's got a pretty short film time on it. Like, if you set it to record, after 15 minutes it will split the file, which you have to kind of wait for it to do that, otherwise it can get your audio out of sync. And then after 25 minutes, it just completely stops recording and you have to go press the button again if you wanted to continue recording, which sometimes I'm recording my videos for a long time. Like, even like a 6 to 8 minute video of me talking was usually me talking for like 35 minutes because it takes me forever to spit out words properly because I just can't talk in front of a camera unless I'm streaming. It's very strange. But, so yeah, it's got a couple of issues. Then of course, like it doesn't have a clean output that I can use it with like a cam link. So whenever I want to record a video, I'll like move my monitors, make sure that I've got a fresh battery for it, put the battery in, put it over there, record, pick it back up, bring it over here, plug it into the computer on the front side. Like, it's a lot of shuffling around. Whereas if I can set up a camera with an Elgato cam link, I can basically use it like a webcam. Like, you don't have to record, you don't have to worry about the storage, you don't have to worry about importing, you don't have to worry about the battery because you can just plug it into a power adapter. And that's kind of the dream. So I ordered a camera that will be able to do all those things. It should be the same or better quality. It actually should be 4K. I should be able to record face cam at 4K. And I should be able to use it with OBS, which means I should be able to stream with it. So baking streams, these streams, like this camera quality, I think it's perfectly fine for what I'm doing right now. But baking streams, these streams, and vlogs should all get better quality or so. And that arrives on Sunday. It's going to take me a few days to figure out how to do it. But it should premiere, if you want to say that, on Wednesday with the baking stream, assuming that I figured out how to set it up. But I'm really excited. And a big shout out to everybody that supports me here and on Patreon, because honestly, without the Patreon money, there is no way I'd be able to do something like that. It was a good amount of money. It's an investment that I am super excited to make, but there's no way that kind of thing can happen without that Patreon support. So I really appreciate that. Your kitty is cute and sleepy, right? She sleeps in, I swear, the cutest ways. Like, she covers her eyes whenever possible, like with her paw or with like the bed. Like sometimes she'll face down, face plant into the bed so that her eyes are covered that way, or she'll like actually pull both of her paws over her eyes to block them. So I'm looking for the crabs. I could have sworn they would be on the beaches. I guess I should actually look to see where they actually spawn. So let's go Emperor Crab on Wowhead here. Make sure I haven't lost my chat window. And then, of course, having a 4K camera means that I kind of want to get a 4K monitor now so that I can, you know, see it in full resolution while I'm editing it. And then I want to try. I don't know how well it's going to work. Oh, so they're actually in one specific spot. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I want to try playing and recording WoW in 4K on my 1070. Like, I know there's a lot of games that won't run perfectly on it, but WoW isn't that graphically demanding for current gen cards. For older cards, for sure, but like for a current generation card, I might be able to squeak some 4K out of it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll try. Where were you? There was a giant clam. If you loot it, kill it, you loot the quest, you get a toy. I think I have the toy. What camera are you getting? I'm ordering a GA5 next week. So I ordered a Sony AX53. AX53? AX55? AX53. I looked at the higher end one, but it was a big price jump, and it didn't seem like the features were good for what I was doing. Also, it's heavier, and I'm going to have it on a pretty dinky little tripod. So, all right, so we're looking for Emperor Crabs. They should be around here, right? Yeah? Isn't this the place? Emperor... No, that's a Rapanawalk. The realm. That's the one. Why Blizzard didn't comp you? They paid for my flight and then my hotel. They paid for my flight and my hotel, and they also had discount codes for the Uber, which it was entirely my fault that I didn't figure out how to apply properly. RAD just released an 8K cam. It's the bee's knees, I bet. Those, like, the red cameras are super cool looking. If I ever get, like, incredibly mega famous, I will 100% have the most unreasonable equipment. Just because I love, you know, the stuff. Consumer tech is just super, super fun. But they're so expensive. It's such overkill. What I have is already overkill. I just, the baking streams, I've never been happy with the quality of the baking streams. I think that they will look better with a better camera. I still think that the lighting is an issue that's kind of endemic to this apartment. Because I've dragged a lot of lights in there and none of them seem to really help, but... Oh, man. Might have to kill some snails to get the crabs to spawn? That's probably true. Oh, there's one. So we're trying to get the attack breed one. So I actually should set up my... So we want Grumpy. And then we can have let's get some birds, I guess, some clearies. For the second slots, just to help clean up the backline pets. Grumpy needs to have Howl and Super Bark, and we're going to fight this crab and hope that he's the right one. So is my add-on going to tell me? Health breed. Darn it, that's not the one that I need. Alright, well, I guess I should just kill it, because we're looking, we specifically need an attack breed. They come in two breeds, attack and health. I have the health one, apparently it's wrong. So that's not what we need. We can get rid of that one and then kill some snails. So if you are ever doing this, if you're ever trying to force a spawn of a pet, this doesn't work with all things. Like something like a Minfernal, I believe, is just random timer. But if you're trying to force a spawn of a rare pet that's just a regular Joe rare pet, you can, and I believe this works for things like giraffe calves, because I remember doing this for giraffe calves. You can kill the local critters, and you can kill the local battle pets, because I think, and I'm not 100%, but I think they share spawns. So by killing those, you force a respawn, which then has a chance to be the thing that you're looking for. So killing the critters, killing the fellow battle pets has a chance, or at least it doesn't hurt, and it's something to do while you wait for the thing to spawn. You're an orc now. It feels so good. Had to happen eventually. Hi Hazel, thank you for the interview video. I loved it. Thanks for watching it, Eric. I'm so glad that it went well. There's just so many things to be worried about, and I think overall did all right. You're revered in both our guessing rich army of light. The grinding is killing you. Yeah, those ones are rough, especially if you're just like dying to make your new void elf, and it's like any minute now, but you you know, you're just not quite there yet. True story about shared pet spawns. That was the right kind of crab. It was not the right kind of crab. It was the mouse over said it had 2 hearts. I know hearts mean health. You getting the PP Emperor crab? I'm trying to. Have to do it for certain pets in Legion for sure. I gotta go. Have an awesome weekend. See you later, Adam. See you later. Although now I'm paranoid, so the next time that I find one, I am going to check the stats against Wowhead. There's a thing that you can do in Wowhead where you look up the pet profile, and then on the sliders, change it to be the same quality and level as the pet that you're looking at, and it will tell you what the health totals, like the health and stat totals, are for various breeds. Year of the Rabbit Bunny will have a bunny mount in the store. When is Year of the Rabbit, then? I wonder if it would be wise to cap off Draenor reps for Maghar? Maybe. I don't think they're gonna do it that way. They could. I feel like they're going to, I don't know. We'll find out. Just download pet breed ID. Well, here, let me fight a pet and I'll show you what I was looking at. Let me fight a pet. Oh, there's an emperor crab. Oh. Hey, it worked. Alright, so crab, fight it. Oh no, okay. So, I now realize that what I was looking at before was, and I'm pointing at my screen, which you can't see, but I'm mousing over. I was looking at, so it says I've collected the health breed. It's entirely possible the last one's attack, but this one is also attack. And this one happens to be rare, so it's okay. We're alright. I had a dumb moment, it's fine. Everybody does. We're good now. It does say, one of my add-ons does that, so we've held, we're gonna super bark. Fun tips for fun ways to level your ally race characters. Yeah, I actually did a video about that. I did a video of ways to level when you're bored of leveling normally, but for the most part, you basically want a quest. Realizing new things in WoW. You realized you can buy rep tokens with time warp badges. 11 dungeon runs for 500 badges per character. Got the Wyvern and the Angler mounts. Oh, that's a good tip. You should get Squirky. I have Squirky. Except the Maghar have Laughing Skull rep exalted like my Nightborn had exalted rep. What are you gonna name him? I have a PP crab named Bert. I mean, my other Emperor crab was named Blue Crab. I suppose I can name, okay, so this one is a health breed, yeah. Man, I can't believe that I looked at the one that I had and I thought that was one I was looking at. Pet tracker that gives its own version of pet breed, same thing, really, yeah. Yeah, as long as, like, with something like this, it's not gonna be too confusing when there's only 2 options, so this one should do it. I might name it Hero because he's the one that made me get it. Using time warp badges is how I got the water walking mount. Super useful. I never even thought of that for water walking because the water walking mount is super useful and it's really annoying to go back and get if you're starting from scratch. That's a really good tip. If you happen to see it in a Hazelnuttygames or Hiroma Red X video coming up, then you can feel the I can't even think of the word. Any crab that's an emperor should be named Kingler. Hazel's finally getting correct breed pets. I feel so proud. I mean, I'm getting the correct breed for this pet. You know, don't get too excited. One thing at a time. What else is likely that I have an incorrect breed of? Like the, like I know I have attack breed ankle renders for that kind of thing, but am I supposed to have a different Valkyr? My Valkyr is, balance. Do I need the health one or is balance better? On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is my Valkyr breed? Use the time warp badges for How's mount? I don't have that one. Oh. Alright, so Emperor Crab. I don't need the Guardian one, do I? Rename. Here, there we go. That'll do. It's level 23. That's weird. Let's head back to Stormwind. I have a teleport ring here somewhere. There we go. HH Valk is the useful one. Is it really? Both Valks are fine. It only has 2 breeds. Okay. It's 2 a.m. Gotta go. Have an awesome weekend, Hazel. Hero is the best YouTuber along with Hazel. You can't leave out, I mean, there's a lot of people you can't leave out, but what pets do you have duplicates of? Not very many. So duplicates that I actually keep around are basically pets that I got duplicates of for family fighters. So Bad Wolf. I have at least 2 Bad Wolves. I used to have 3. So if we go quantity with search here, Civet Kittens was another one. Civets. You don't have to have duplicates, but that specific breed, there was a specific breed. It might have been that one actually, of Civet Kitten. I have 2 Tiny Twisters because I needed 2 Tiny Twisters for something. This is just something I have to sell still. But, alright, so I need 2 aquatic leveling stones. And the nice thing about having used the Boon of the Zookeeper on a bunch of characters for an entire expansion is I should just have... Oh no, I moved them. I put them on my Void Elf because I was like, this is my main now. She should have all the pet charms. Or the pet stones. Night Hazel, thank you for the streams. No problem. Now I have an unborn sheepy. These are time walking badges on Pandaria time walking. I mean, I'm still saving up. I want the Xiao Hao mount, but I'm still saving up my pet charm or my time warp badges for toys. Like, I want the crate of puppies. You can't just name a toy crate of puppies and expect me to not want it, but I was getting mounts first. I'm still missing the Burning Crusade time walking mount. I don't do all that much time walking. I often forget, but I'm still missing the Burning Crusade time walking mount. But it looks so similar to my Amani Dragonhawk that I already have from the TCG that I'm not too worried about it. So we're gonna go to... I'm probably not gonna actually queue for the pet battle at this point because we're kind of late. Gonna see your Gnome Priest again? Yeah, she's not going anywhere. She's always gonna be around. She's just gonna end up being a little bit out of date once BFA happens. Because I'm definitely doing... This is gonna be my main priest in BFA. It's happening. Also, I'm not wearing my weapon, and that's kind of skewing my item level. Oh, that's because I'm... Anyways, I need 2 aquatic... 2 of these guys. There we go. It's kind of lucky that I actually got, Oh. It's lucky that I found a rare one. It means I don't even have to upgrade it. I could have, but I don't even have to. There we go. Okay. And I don't know why I'm walking. Alright. Be proud. Achievements? I have a video about how I make gold. You want to look for Golden Legion Hazelnuttygames? That should find you to that one. I have that all done in video. These are my achievement point numbers. I don't know how many that is. A lot of stones. Yeah, they kind of stack up over a while. I'm done here for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will be streaming again Tuesday, and then I will be streaming on Wednesday. So Tuesday morning is going to be mount runs. Wednesday is going to be baking. I've already forgotten what we're making, but I'll remember by Wednesday. I just put out a vlog. I'm going to have another video out tomorrow, and then another video. I do stuff. Make sure that you're subscribed if you're not already. Thank you so much, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!